Good day, ma'am. My name is Shaira May Arcabatingan, a third-year BS Entrepreneurship student from Section A. Now, I will present to you a business case for my chosen local business, which is the Maping Restaurant. In this presentation, I will tackle the business profile of Maping Restaurant, its SWOT analysis, my findings, and of course, my suggestions. Let us have first a short introduction to the business profile of Maping Restaurant. 3 years ago, Maping Restaurant was established to provide delicious, accessible, and affordable foods to its customers. It is owned and managed by Maripay D. Iday, who have undergone TESDA programs. I have here some photos of the establishment since we had family gatherings there and I was able to observe the place and of course take some pictures. As seen in the pictures above, the restaurant is located near the National Highway of Balete, San Isidro, Northern Samar and is in front of a mangroves plantation. It has 5 employees, one as a cook who prepares food together with Mrs. Iday, 2 servers, and 2 dishwashers. Also, Maping Restaurant offers variety of foods, especially Filipino dishes or what we call ulam that is usually partnered with a rice. And also they have shakes and other drinks that are offered in a reasonable price. Lastly, their target market are passers-by, especially truck drivers and passengers who dine in, and also other nearby residents who order for takeout. Now, let us tackle the external and internal factors that may affect Maping Restaurant. This internal and external evaluation may also be called as SWOT analysis. As you can see in the presentation, those are the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats for Maping Restaurant. As what you can see in the strength side, I have identified 3 factors. First, they have efficient location because it is accessible for the customers and also they have easy access to their suppliers of raw ingredients. The quantity and quality of their foods and services is also their strength. They offer foods in an affordable price but in a high quality and also the quantity is good for 2 persons. Lastly, they have enough number of employees. That number of employee is I think efficient because they are not that big restaurant and also by that number they could cater the needs of those employees especially when it comes to their salary. On the other hand, I have identified 2 weaknesses. First is that their employees are not formally trained, especially when it comes to their responsibilities in Maping Restaurant. Also, they lack promotion. Although they have signed that that is the restaurant, but I think it is not enough to attract new customers and to gain advantage against its competitors. For its opportunities, I have identified 2 factors. First is the increasing number of e-commerce type of business. Maping Restaurant can venture into this kind of business where they can make social media accounts and customers can contact them if they have some orders, reservations, or bookings so that they could still have access to the restaurant even if they live far from it. Second is that the government support this kind of sectors. Thus, it can be an opportunity for them to train their employees freely and to gain some seminars and other activities that could help in making a difference or making some changes in the restaurant. For the threats, I have identified two factors. First is the fluctuations in the natural environment, which means the changes of the weather. It can affect Maping restaurants since they are an open restaurant, so they can be really affected when weather changes. Next is the increasing number of competitors. As I went to their place, I have seen three other restaurants which may become their potential competitors. With this data, I think I have identified the main problem that Maping restaurant is currently facing, and that is their lack of promotion and the increasing number of competitors. Now, the question is, how can Maping restaurant gain advantages from its potential competitors and how they can grow and prosper in the coming years? To answer that questions, I have three recommendations. First is that Maping restaurant should differentiate their products and services from their competitors. That can be achieved by capturing the customer's palate, making them remember that Maping restaurant is only the establishment that could satisfy their cravings. Second is by expanding their market and offering other snacks and value meals to their customers. Lastly is to create social media accounts so they can effectively promote their products and services, and also customers can contact them if they have some orders, reservations, or bookings. And that's the end of my presentation. Thank you so much. Again, I am Sharon Mayor Kabatingan from BS Entrepreneurship VA.